Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Annah Nyakio and today we are doing makeup on this beautiful lady. Before we proceed, kindly subscribe, leave a comment, may it be a suggestion or a question, and don't forget to like this video. So I'm going to start by cleansing her face, then straight to trimming her eyebrows. So I'm going to apply Vaseline very generously on the areas that I'll be working on with my razor. Then I'll take my spoolie brush just to make sure that the hairs are well aligned. And again on the upper side, we are just pulling the hairs down just a little bit. So we are done trimming, and now what I want to do is to wipe the hairs that we've cut and also use my spoolie again to make sure that I've gotten the desired shape. Now I'm going ahead to treat her face with Dr. Rachel Face Serum, then I'll go straight to using a moisturizer. So the next step is now doing her eyebrows, and I'm using my spoolie brush to brush these hairs up, and then the Davis eye pencil I'm using is color number 3. So after that, I want to clean her eyebrows. I'm using a concealer, a Legal Pro Concealer Fawn. So I'm just highlighting and cleaning any mess that I might have done in the process of getting those perfect eyebrows. Just using a small fluffy brush to just blend the excess concealer. In the same concealer, I'm creating the eyeshadow base starting from the inner corner. So I'm just using a small angled brush to just place the concealer on the eyelid. Using a small eyeshadow brush just to blend the concealer by just tapping. I also like to come in with a small beauty blender which is a little bit wet or damp, just to make sure that the concealer has blended nicely. For eyeshadow, we are starting off with a purple shade around the outer corner. So around the outer part, I'm using a dark pink shade, and I'm using a fluffy brush to apply the eyeshadow as I carefully blend it in by circular or back and forth motion. On the inner corner, I'm using a lighter shade of pink as we want to create that ombre look. So to cut the crease, I'm using a angled brush and a creamy concealer. I also like to come in with my small beauty blender just to make sure that the concealer has blended nicely. So I'm using a small brush to just place my eyeshadow on the crease area, and then I'll go ahead and use my finger as it gives it that concentrated look. I'm going in with duo clear glue because we're going to use glitters and we don't want them to fall off, because we really want those eyes to really pop. And again, I'm using a small brush to just place my glitters around the crease area, because that's the only place we need to apply the glitters. And because we want our crease to really pop, I'm going in with a silver shimmering liner just to highlight the borders of that crease. And now I'm going in with a spoolie brush because we want to apply eyeliner, and we just want to make sure that no lashes are interfering with that. So I'm using a liquid eyeliner as I really like that matte finish. So now we can go ahead and apply or rather fix those 4C lashes, and what I'm doing now is to measure just to make sure they're not too long for her eyes. So I've applied glue and now I'm fixing the lashes. So we are now applying our primer in preparation for the foundation, and I'm using a small brush to just spread it all over her face. So for the foundation, I'm using Maybelline Super Stay 24 Hours Full Coverage number 340, and I'm using foundation brush to just blend it in. So to highlight, I'm using a small brush again to place my concealer the places where I need to highlight. I'm in with my wet beauty blender and just blend this concealer really nicely, yeah, and other areas that I had applied foundation as well. Come in with such a setting powder and just set under her eyes, forehead, above the nose, the chin, and also I'm going to use it beneath her cheekbone just to sharpen that contour look. So to contour, I'm using the Kale powder set, and I'm going to use the same to dust off her whole face. So I'm going to use a setting powder just below her cheeks to sharpen that contour look. And now using the Ezekiel powder set again, I'm going to dust off her whole face and around the neck area just to make sure that it matches with the face nicely. I also like to put a bit of powder just below the eyebrows where I had used concealer to prevent that shiny look around that area. And now I'm using Salami blusher just to add a bit of warmth to that face. So we're going to add some bit of a color, which is pink, our theme color, and as well as a black eyeliner just to make those eyes really pop. For the black liner, I'm using eyeliner gel and angled brush, and I'm also using a sponge just to avoid ruining that makeup with my bare hands. So I'm going to moisturize her lips in preparation for lipstick application, and I'm using Vaseline Lip Therapy. And now I'll go in using Davis number 3 to line her lips or define her lips. So for the lipstick, I'm using Huda Royalty color, and I'm using a small brush to apply it. Then since we are going for an ombre look, I'll come in later with a sleek pink matte lipstick as well. And now we want our lips glossy, so I'm using Romantic May Clear Gloss. So for highlighting, I'm using Queen Mini highlighter, and I'm using my highlighter brush to just highlight the T-zone area. I also like to add a bit of highlighter at the corner part of the eyes just to make them look lighter. And now again, I'll come in with my powder brush just to dust off around the neck area and around the face, just to make sure that everything evens well. And now to set everything into place, I'm using green tea setting spray. So again, for me, I prefer to work on the lashes after I apply setting spray when they are a bit wet. So I'm using Essence Waterproof Mascara. And guys, we are done. Please let me know what you think about this look on the comment section down below. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, kindly bring them on. Yeah, so don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.